Hello. Welcome to another episode of Empyrean Galactic Survival. In today's episode, I am going to be showing you a neat little trick that I came across and that I have been implementing to fine-tune production for entire large factions. And one of the issues I noticed with a large faction is they would deploy a huge amount of structures in one area, and it would be the playfield would be laggy. It would be very hard to like get a station that had absolutely every furnace, production, storage, everything all in one place. And I realized that, why do you have to do that? Why does it have to be one station? Why can't you split up the production, the decon, the furnaces, and the hydroponics all in their own satellite, and then just have a parking structure for your CVs, and then another structure that is your giant storage, and then have like one main structure that's a little ways off that is just your like RP, I mean, yeah, like your RP, like nightclub or clubhouse or whatever you want to call it, your faction meeting place. You know, like one station that has like food processors and food production and a place to sit down and scroll through inventory. Why not spread all of those different functions up into just separate production facilities that are all within Wi-Fi range, and then just make them in a way that they are stackable so that you can deploy your decon, you can deploy your decon, your hydroponics, your production, and your furnaces all right on top of each other, and then park your ships away from it, or park your ships away, and then just have ships pull up and unload and load based on production, and then just a giant storage depot nearby. I mean, last season on the Spanish server, I did this with the Aussie faction, and yes, they were, some of them were from, we call it the Aussie faction because most of them are crazy Australians, wonderful people. Wizard Waldonis, Plane, and myself, among others, and we all just put out a bunch of satellites. So anyways, this is what I'm trying to get across, is that when you want a large faction and you need to have like furnaces running all the time, you can't always get fuel enough to run everything. So what I came up with and what we were doing was we were deploying these satellites. So I have one right here. This is the furnace sat. And I built this so that you could stack them very, very easily on top of each other. And then you'd have the solar panels across one side facing the sun. You'd have an O2 station, like right here, and then a little health station there, and then on the the internals, there was just the CPU extenders and sort of like an RP like CPU area. And then when you actually go up to it, you have your furnace in, you have your furnace out, and then you've got some extra storage there as well. And you just sit here and you just offload the ingots, and then you have this. Anyways, what I am going to be showing you here, because this is completely solar powered, is how to stack these. I'm going to be showing you tips and tricks on spawning things in space, alright? So let's go ahead and get started. So when you spawn things in space, first of all, you want to hit the O key so that you're O'd out, and you want to be looking directly at the star. So I'm going to go down, I'm going to look straight at the sun. I know I know it's probably not advised to look at the sun, but it is what it is. And you look at the sun, and then you O out. But first, you go into symmetry plane, and you attach the symmetry plane to the very, very edge of the satellite. You attach this symmetry plane to the very edge of the satellite, and then you turn that off, and then you hit the y-axis as well. I'm going to switch that out, hit the y-axis here, and then you turn that back on, And now you have two guidelines for placing other things right next to it. Alright? So then you go in and you get the next sat that you're going to place, which in this case is decon. And again, you align it directly looking at the sun. Make sure the cursor's on the sun. You make sure to hold O. And you make sure to push it out as far as you just push it out until it's just right on the edge there. And then you go up to this green line. You might just have to be a little bit finicky about that. But I mean, it's not going to be perfect. I mean, who are we kidding? Alright, there we go. That's as good as it's going to get. I'm going to put it... Whoops, wrong one. I just rotated it, my bad. That's end. Okay, so let's go there. And then as you can see, that symmetry plane line overlaps it a little bit. And because of the way these are built, you can just O out, and it's just barely clipping. It's a little bit finicky. And then you can free place it, but I am going to trying to remember what key is page up. Dang it, wrong key. I want to have my hand off the mouse at the moment. Can it go up? Yep, there it is, the page up key. And then you just do the page up and the page down until it's just right on the edge. And then you just click and place. And for all intents and purposes, you've just placed these. And you can use that same technique. It's not going to be perfect. Who am I kidding? You can use that same technique to just stack these on top of each other. Now, what I did wrong there was I was using that as a reference point when I should have put the decon sat first and used that, and I should have put the blue on this one. That's what I did wrong. So I should have been, whoops, wrong one. I should have put the symmetry guide right there. That's what I did wrong. But anyways, that's pretty much it. These two satellites are on the workshop, and I highly recommend that you look at them. And what you can do, because I haven't posted it yet, is go into creative, spawn this, and then replace this one with production, and then just rename the input and the output, and then you're good to go. Replace that with advanced constructors. And because I built these so that they're run on solar, well, they've got generator backup. Because they run on solar, you don't actually have to fuel them. In fact, I would highly recommend you not fuel them at all if you're within 2.5 AU of the star. I'm currently at 3.4 AU, which is not great, but it should work as long as you let them charge. And then it should work for an entire faction, but you need to pick a sector, and I highly advise that your faction pick a sector that's only 2.5 AU or less from the star. So usually there's like an asteroid field that you can choose or something like that. But anyways, I hope you found this useful in some way, and if you like this or if you have any feedback, feel free to use the comments, hit that like and subscribe buttons, and I will catch you next time. And I hope you all will enjoy seeing these on the workshop. They'll be linked below. Alright, have a good day. Oh, right, one more thing. I would like to say thank you to my patrons, JD Bruce and the Insane Aerospace Engineer. You are both wonderful patrons and have been helping me out grow my content. Recently, I got enough money to expand and get some behind-the-scenes stuff that's listed on Discord. And remember that any money you contribute gets pumped back into the channel, making the channel better. Alright, I hope you all have a wonderful day. Remember, be kind to your fellow humans. And I will see you next time.